All right, so I was looking at this midterm thing, and I do what most people typically don't do, and that is I looked at both. Well, I looked at NBC, CNN, and Fox during the midterms, and it was interesting because, yeah, CNN and NBC, they had their spin for the Democratic Party, and Fox had their spin for the Republican Party. But all three networks found a way to say how bad Trump had done, right? And they just focused on how bad Trump was doing, how bad, it's bad, nobody liked Trump, nobody wanted Trump, nobody this and nobody that. So, and then everybody was talking about DeSantis. And don't get me wrong, DeSantis did an outstanding job just dominating, right? But here's the thing that was interesting. So, DeSantis, obviously, he won before with an endorsement from Trump. And then this time, it's been all sort of the momentum from COVID and also the good job that DeSantis did after the hurricane. And so, I mean, amazing job. So everybody is riding the DeSantis train in Florida. Well, so the Republican establishment, obviously, they want to get rid of Trump's influence because they're just tired of Trump. So they spun it on Fox that Trump-backed candidates did such a terrible job. It was just terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. So then I go on to Ballotpedia, and I'm going to put all the stats in the description. But on Ballotpedia, endorsements by Trump, Obama, and Biden and Kamala Harris, you can see it all on Ballotpedia. Full transparency, right? So now I'm just using this as a source. On Ballotpedia, I don't know, I didn't look at Kamala Harris, but I did see President Biden, former President Barack Obama, and former President Donald Trump, right? And I looked at it. Do you know that there was 10 candidates? Listen to me. There were only 10 candidates that President Biden actually formally endorsed, and 2 of them lost. So total 10, but out of the full general election, it was like 6 that actually made it to a general election, and 4 of them won their races, and 2 of them lost. So it was 4 out of 6. That's what it got. President Obama, it was like 16 that he endorsed, and 5 of them lost. Trump, it was like 216 coming out of the primaries that had to go to a general election. So he backed him in the primaries and got him into the general election. See, like some of these that President Biden did and President Barack Obama did, they didn't have a general election. But Trump's guys, he backed them in the primaries and got them through the general election. 216 candidates won out of 19 lost. And they're still counting. So 216 won races. So I was like, what are they doing? So it just comes down to the fact that people just really don't like Trump. Now, I'm not sitting here. This video has nothing to do with nothing else besides the fact that I thought it was hilarious that the consistent thing across the board, if it was on the NBC, CNN, or Fox, right? And I'm not saying CNN is in the middle. I'm not saying that. It's, you know, obviously it's over here, but I thought that was hilarious. The one thing that's true and consistent is the fact that all three of them were like, forget this man Trump. We'll tell anything to anybody and say, we want anybody over Trump. That was very interesting. And that let me know that, man, Trump must be the real deal. For him to get 216 wins, only 19 losses, that's significant, because two presidents, one former and one, you know, current, endorsed a total of 26 candidates, right? And had, out of that, 8 losses. 8 losses out of 26 candidates. So if you do the math on that, I mean, what type of batting average is that compared to the guy that did 216? All of them had to get primaried, and then they had a general election. 216 of them won, and only 19 losses. What are you saying? Yo, all I know, I'm not making an argument for Trump, and I'm not making an argument for President Biden or President Obama. And I'll say President Trump too, be respectful. But look, if you're a Trump supporter, I would think you'll be feeling pretty good right now. And if you were a Democrat supporter, you know, of President Biden or former President Barack Obama, you should be thinking like, whoa. Now you can believe the media if you want to. You can believe the media if you want to, but something's going on the ground that Trump just came through and dominated. That's how I look at it. It looks like Trump dominated. In real life, in the whatever the fake world that they're doing on NBC, CNN, Fox, whatever the spin that they want to do, they still can't refute the fact that, and look, and some people, they say, oh, the voting stuff. And I used to be one of those people too, that I said, man, voting, they ain't nothing. Look, man, nobody spends millions. They had Mitch McConnell. I saw that McConnell's super PAC spent something like 30 mil just in Ohio. In Ohio. $30 million for one Senate race. This guy Vance. $30 million. And you think that voting stuff's not real? Woo! That's when I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is for real. So I've been asleep. I've been super asleep. Now I'm not saying but I didn't realize the type of money and really the importance of certain races. But McConnell and Vance was a Trump-backed candidate, but McConnell was not about to lose that seat in Ohio for nothing. They spent $30 million. So, yeah, that's all I got. I just want to let y'all know that don't let none of these people fool you with this media nothing, because that's not what actually happened in the election. I don't know what if y'all are listening or not listening, I don't know. But look, you need to wake up, because that dude Trump, regardless if you like him or not, dominated that election. He dominated that thing. He beat out 2 presidents in endorsements and beat their averages. And this is the guy that everybody's saying, oh, nobody likes. So NBC didn't like him, CNN didn't like him, and Fox didn't like him. And he still dominated across the country. Forget what happened in one state. Let me not say forget. That was crazy what's going on in Florida. And that's true. But Trump did that crap around the whole country. Hell, he was up in Vermont. Did you see it? He was up in Vermont. Come on, man. There's red up in Vermont. There's red in California. That wasn't DeSantis. Y'all, hey. All right, that's all I got. I just wanted to say that. I thought that was interesting. Hope y'all think it's interesting. I'm just reviewing the thing, seeing the news, and I'm like, bro, $30 million? And y'all think this voting thing ain't for real? And then I was looking at the war chest of Stacey Abrams and Beto O'Rourke. Oh, God. And they still lost. They got millions. You hear me? Hundreds of millions of dollars. I didn't even realize it was that crazy. I'm looking at this thing like $100 million. I'm in the wrong business. God. And they lost. How you raise $100-something million and you lose? Oh, man, I'm in the wrong business. Look, if you see me next year, you might see me in a campaign for real. Hey, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Oh, it's not a great weekend. I mean, it's still in the middle of the week, but I'm feeling like a weekend. So I hope y'all have a great evening. It's late, but I just wanted to tell y'all what I saw and tell y'all the real. Because, I'll tell you the real. So, peace. Y'all have a blessed one.